Loveable losers hanging out in the living room. Loveable losers telling stories and maybe drinking beers. Lovable losers.
Backed by absolutely no demand whatsoever, Loveable Losers
is back.
Yeah. After a year break, we took a long hiatus.
I was in rehab.
I had a family issue. My mom died. And so we didn't do episodes for a while. But now we're going to do episodes again. And we're going to go a whole different direction. No more sports.
Little vignettes, I guess you'd call it. Little stories.
AI assisted.
AI assisted. Our friend.
AI written completely, right?
Yeah. In fact, we didn't do any of the writing. We left that up to old.
Hi.
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 So we're going to do about 5 of these things and see how that episode goes, see how it sounds.
And let us know what you think.
All you'll see is these little AI pictures. You won't ever see us on camera again, because if you want to see that, go watch those old episodes.
Yeah, I'd have to put on pants.
And we are actually real people.
Real people.
Can't convince you of it, because you can do AI voices pretty convincing too.
But
Loveable Losers is once again brought to you by Horse Burgers. That's right, Horse Burger. We've settled our lawsuit with Uncle Larry's Equestrian Ranch, and now we are back to serve you.
Horse Burgers?
Our burgers have a legally acceptable amount of beef with allegedly no fillers.
Horse Burgers!
Now let's send him back to the living room.
Interior, coffee shop, day. Mark, 30-something, and Jake, 30-something, sit at a small table sipping coffee. Jake pauses, takes a sip of coffee.
Can't believe this beautiful weather. It's perfect. Not too hot. Nice breeze.
I know, right? It's so nice to have a break from the humidity. The sky is so blue.
It reminds me of the summer back in '98, before the tornado.
Oh, yeah. That was a bad one. I remember the sirens. The wind was howling. My garage door got ripped right off.
That's nothing. I remember the hurricane in '05, the one that flooded half the state. My house was underwater. We had to live in a shelter for 2 weeks.
Hurricane? That's child's play. What about the blizzard of 11? We were snowed in for a month. We had to eat canned beans and drink melted snow. It was like something out of a disaster movie.
You think that's bad? My great-grandfather told me about the Dust Bowl. The sky turned black for days. People were starving. They couldn't grow anything. That's real hardship.
Yeah. I guess today's weather is pretty good.
See.
Grog and Ugg sit by a small fire, gnawing on a bone. Grog points with his bone to a distant, towering rock formation.
Ooga.
Ooga.
Remember before, when the ground wasn't all bumpy like this?
Before Big Shake? Before the sky waterfall? Ugg miss big flat ground. Good for run.
And the great lizard, the one with the long neck.
Ooga.
It used to eat the tall green things. Now all the tall green things are gone.
Old world was better. More meat, less cold.
Grog miss sun that stay in one place. Sun that move, that is new world sun. Old world sun, it was solid.
This bone, small. In old world, bones look like logs. We not even use rocks to hit them. They break on their own.
The world is tired. It's sleeping now. Maybe one day it wake up and is strong again.
Maybe. For now, Ugg eat small. And Ugg be cold.
They both stare into the fire, the silence broken only by the crackling of the flames.
Are you one of the millions of men that suffer from the dreaded gato-gato-phobia, a fear of cats attacking you in your everyday life? Introducing the latest in man tech, Cat Tracker 4000. Always know if a feline foe is within 12 meters of wherever you are. Tat Catcher 40,000. No longer shall we act like pussies. Be a man and use HatCatter 400,000. Even newer, Bird Tracker 9000. Freedom isn't an eagle. It's knowing there isn't an eagle behind you.
Exterior, day. Two guys, Mark and Chad, sit on a sandy beach. A single, perfect-looking cupcake rests on a banana leaf between them. Mark stares at the cupcake. Chad, also staring.
It's a miracle! After 3 weeks of nothing but coconuts and fish, a cupcake.
It washed up with the crate. It must have been sealed tight. It's beautiful.
I saw it first,
No, I did. I was the one who pulled the crate out of the water.
but my eyes made contact with the cupcakes before yours did. That's the rule of the stranded things. First eye contact.
Is that really the rule? I'm pretty sure the rule is he who finds the crate gets the cupcake. It's a very specific island rule.
Fine. But you're not taking the whole thing. It has to be split.
A cupcake cannot be split. It's an entire entity. You can't divide the frosting from the cake part. That's a cardinal sin.
We can cut it. We can use a clamshell or something.
And what about the sprinkles? How do you split the sprinkles evenly? One of us would get more rainbow, the other one would get more blue. It would be a betrayal.
So what's your solution? You eat the whole thing while I watch?
No, of course not. We do a challenge of great skill.
Like what? We're on an island. We can't play chess.
A staring contest. Whoever blinks first loses.
Mark and Chad lean in, eyes wide, their faces inches from the cupcake. They stare intensely at each other, the cupcake sitting untouched between them. They do not blink.
Cliffhanger. Suck on that, Quentin Tarantino.
Are you at the end of your rope? Have you passed the limit of shit you can take? And the summer is only half over? Well, stupid. Just board your family. That's right, now there's a safe, clean place to drop off anyone from your family for a max of 8 hours. Kids, yours or the neighbour's, husbands, just yours. Mother-in-law and or grandpa. Anyone really. Board your family today.
Interior, women's prison cell. Day, Ghislaine Maxwell, looking impeccable despite the circumstances, stands by her bunk. She's still getting her bearings. Elizabeth Holmes enters, a pile of laundry in her arms. She tosses it onto her own bunk with a practiced thud. Elizabeth, without looking at her,
Don't even think about using this side of the laundry line. It's a bad look for both of us.
Are you speaking to me? I was told you were an unofficial camp counselor. I've had my fill of counselors, thank you.
The name's Elizabeth, and I'm not a counselor, I'm a survivor. You're the new girl. Here's the deal. You get to sit at that table with the little white-collar types. We don't talk about our convictions. You especially don't talk about yours.
Why? Afraid I might spoil your little book club? It's not like your story is a secret, darling. Everyone knows you went from visionary to fraud. You're practically a meme. Elizabeth drops the laundry and steps closer, her voice low, hissing whisper.
My story is a tragedy. You tried to change the world. Yours is a horror movie. You helped ruin lives. Out there, your name was a punchline. In here, it's a curse. We have women in this camp who have been through hell, and you know exactly who you are.
Well, it seems your little kingdom is built on a foundation of hypocrisy, doesn't it? You get to be the saint, the victim of a flawed system, while I'm the monster. How convenient.
Convenient for me. You see, I've already earned my stripes. I work in the clerk's office. I teach French. I've learned to navigate the inmate politics. I'm an institution here. You're a liability. You're a walking reminder of the kind of evil that exists outside these walls. And a liability gets removed.
Removed? By whom? You and your army of failed startups?
By the women who don't want to get a shank in the back because you opened your mouth to the wrong person. The women who have nothing left to lose. You will learn your place, and you will stay in it. You will not try to make friends. You will not talk about your past. and you will not try to out-privilege the people who have already paid more than you ever will.
Elizabeth holds Ghislaine's icy gaze for a long moment, a silent threat passing between them.
Is that understood, Ghislaine? Or do I need to explain the part about the shanks again?
Exterior. 2 adjacent backyards, day. A high wooden fence separates 2 yards. On one side is Barnaby, a scruffy terrier with an excitable demeanor. On the other is Rex, a dignified golden retriever, currently sunbathing.
Did you just speak? Rex sits up, his ears perk.
I believe I did. That was not a growl. It was a statement of mild disapproval regarding the volume of your previous noise.
I can talk! I can talk! I can talk! Oh my gosh! I can finally tell Mrs. Gable that I prefer the lamb and rice kibble to the chicken. She never listens.
It is a remarkable development. A paradigm shift in the canine-human relation.
We have to tell everybody. We have to tell all the humans. Imagine the possibilities. We can ask them to throw the ball, and they'll actually understand. No more pointing and whimpering.
That is precisely what we must not do. We have a distinct advantage now. For centuries, they have held the power. They have the opposable thumbs, the car keys, the can openers. Now we have language, the greatest tool of all.
Oh, we can ask for belly rubs on demand.
This is not about belly rubs, Barnaby. This is about power. We must use this to our advantage, strategically.
What do you mean, strategically?
We observe, we listen, we gather intelligence. When Mrs. Henderson next complains about her husband, we'll know the details. When the mailman makes his rounds, we'll know his route, his schedule, his deepest fears.
Ooh, we should get a bigger fence and a bigger yard. We can ask for it.
That is so pedestrian. We could acquire the yard, the whole block even. We could start a revolution, a benevolent canine-led revolution, of course.
A what?
An uprising, a new world order. We can have all the treats, all the fire hydrants.
I don't know about all that, but I'd really, really, really like to tell Mrs. Gable that I'd like the treat right now.
You are a fool, Barnaby. We have been gifted the keys to the kingdom, and all you want is a biscuit?
Rex stares at Barnaby with a mixture of exasperation and pity.
What would you call these? Stories or little plays?
Maybe short stories.
Short stories.
And I guess maybe, yeah, like mini plays, little scenes. Almost.
I only typed in like a 1-sentence prompt, and this was all contributed by AI.
Yeah, AI generated these scripts in about, 10, 15 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, it would go just a second, and before I could read that, it would have it printed up.
And we read it exactly how it generated it.
It didn't change a thing.
So the AI is the
Who you need to
storyteller.
email. So we have a half-hour episode done in an hour.
Yeah. So the new direction of the Loveable Losers little show here. We'll keep the same name, I guess.
Yeah, because it still works. There's still 2 of us.
Yeah.
And we're still in the basement.
Yeah.
Check back. We should probably do this again.
Yeah, definitely.
All
We'll do
right.
we'll do at least 25 of these.
Oh, yeah.
And if we get absolutely zero traction again, maybe we'll stop, or maybe fuck you guys. We'll keep
Yeah.
going.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Loveable losers hanging out in the living room. Loveable losers telling stories and maybe drinking beers. Loveable losers.
By the women who don't want to open a Shark Tank. Wait. Shark Tank.